It is the 12th question asked by Sri Pillai to Sri Maharishi Ramana. Maharishi Ramana was in silence and the answer was given by writing. So I think it is not a need to comment on it. Maharishi gave a very big answer and he, I think, will satisfy you by his writing. Question was the Pillai was, it is 12th question. Are there no other means for making the mind quiescent? Because Maharishi said that self-inquiry, to look inside and minimize your thoughts, to look on the mind, observation. So he said that there is no other method to making the mind quiescent. It is now answer. Other than inquiry, there are no adequate means. If through other means it is sought to control the mind will appear to be controlled. What will again go forth? So it will not go whole silence. It raises heads after that, other methods. Quiescent. But it will be quiet only so long as the breath remains controlled. Maharishi said that so the control of breath also, the mind will become quiescent. But it will be quiet only so long as the breath remains controlled. And when the breath resumes, the mind also will again start moving and will wander and impelled by residual impressions. The source is the same for both mind and breath. Thought indeed is the nature of the mind. The thought I is the first thought of the mind, and that is egoity, ego. It is from that whence egoity originates. Therefore, when the mind becomes quiescent, the breath is controlled. And when the breath is controlled, the mind becomes quiescent. But in deep sleep, although the mind becomes quiescent, the breath does not stop. This is because of the will of God, so that the body may be preserved and other people may not be under the impression that it is dead. In the state of waking and in samadhi, when the mind becomes quiescent, the breath is controlled. Breath is the gross form of mind. Till the time of death, the mind keeps breath in the body. And when the body dies, the mind takes the breath alone with it. Therefore, the exercise of breath control is only an aid for rendering the mind quiescent, manogra. It will not destroy the mind, manonasa. So there are two things. One, it is manogra, but not finish, manonasa. Like the practice of breath control, meditation on the form of God, repetition of mantra, jap, restriction of food extra, are but aids for the rendering the mind quiescent. Through meditation on the forms of God and through repetition of mantra, the mind becomes one-pointed. The mind will always be wandering, just as a chain is given to an elephant to hold in its trunk. It will go alone, grasping the chain and nothing else. So also when the mind is occupied with name or form, it will grasp that alone. When the mind expands in the form of countless thoughts, each thought becomes weak. But as thoughts get dissolved, the mind becomes one-pointed and strong. For such a mind, self-inquiry will become easy. Of all the restriction rules that relating to the taking of sattvic food in moderate qualities is the best. By observing this rule, the sattvic quality of mind will increase, and that will be helpful to the self-inquiry. The meaning is here that Maharishi said that there are other things, yeah, Nam Jap, watching the observation of the breath or breath control. But self-inquiry is the highest form because you look on the mind and it will not stay. It loses its existence. So, by other method, mind looks like controlled, but it will appear after that. But if regularly one do the self-inquiry, observation of thoughts, so that will be the best thing. But Nam Japa and breath control will also help sattvic food to increase satogun, and it will be helpful for the self-inquiry. Thank you very much.